Good evening, everybody. We're looking at my blood and lace manicure tutorial. I sped everything up 2 times because it takes me forever to do everything. Here is me. Just Desserts is the color that I use for the nude that I'm covering up with black lace a little later on. I'm using the pointed witch tips. I did acquire those on AliExpress. I'll paste a link if I can, if their seller is still selling them. A lot of times AliExpress, people go out of business pretty quick. So we'll see. This is my second coat. This is a textured polish, but the texture is not going to interfere with the stamp. So I went ahead and used it anyway. It's my best nude color. Again, that's Just Desserts by Sinful Colors. So that's going on twice. I'm covering it with a coat of Sèche Vite before I stamp over it. I'm going to be using a great stamper. The initial stamper buy isn't that awesome, but if you, let's interrupt that to say that it's URBeautiful 14 plate. You can get that on AliExpress. I'm using Born Pretty stamping polish in black. Anyway, the stamper I'm going to use is a really great stamper. You have to buy the one that with the stamper that sucks, but then you replace it with a stamper from Bee Loves Plates on Etsy. That's that bright green that you see there, and look how beautifully that picked up right there. So I'm now stamping on these large, long, pointy witch nails that I'm absolutely in love with, and following standard procedure of wiping my, you guys know exactly what I'm doing, my lint roller. So remember to clean up your plates. I always clean in between stamps. I don't try to risk a second stamp just because I've had bad luck with it before, and I like techniques that are reproducible. So I don't show you absolutely every step of every nail of every step of this manicure. So I show you a couple of stampings, and then I show you a couple of stampings of the blood, and I show you a couple of stampings of where it was nude. Here, let's cover this particular. It's not done, so we're going to go ahead and cover it with Sèche Vite. You'll see that little nude area down there at the left, lower left. What that is something I'm about to cover in a few minutes with some blood from the Halloween Ejiubas plate. So you'll see me do that later. Right now I'm using ZJOY plate 14. There is a negative space stamp on that plate. It is a really good negative space stamp, but it is small. It's a sport nail length. So if any of you have nails that are beyond sport nail length, I would still go for the Moira or the original Lena negative space plates. So I did 2 coats in equal lengths on each nail. Each coat is equal on each nail, not that the nails have equal lengths of blood. I wanted that to differ. So we've got 2 coats of each of the, where I supposedly dipped my nails in blood in the role play, if we're going to imagine that this is a role play. And we've got 2 coats on each nail. You see me doing 2 or 3 nails here. I don't know which. Let's look at the plate. There we go. ZJOY 014. It was a pretty quick glimpse. I know. I'm sorry. You'll see me struggling a little bit with the tips. They're just too long for these holders. I'm using the splatter stamp on the Halloween Ejiubas plate to cover up the little nude spots on my nails. And that's the best thing about a blood manicure is if you mess up anything, just plop down some blood right on top of it. It says it's Ejiubas EJB 04. So you're going to find that on Amazon once again. Anyway, so we have a specific blood drip stamp, and here I am working on the last 2 nails. I decided that I only needed 1 coat of that. I didn't need to double stamp that. I don't know what's going on with my light here, guys. I'm really sorry. It's varying back and forth at different times in the video. All I can say is that I recorded this over a couple of hours, and the light may have changed in the in my work area, although my lamp should have compensated for that. We've completed the manicure, so I'm trying to float HK Girl, which is the best top coat in the world. It's fast drying, it's glossy, it's beautiful. Here we've got 2 nails that I'm just showing you. And I don't manage a successful floating technique on either one, so don't use me as your role model for how to float a good top coat over stamping. That's not me. Anyway, so here's the finished tips on the forms, and we're going to see them on my fingers in a second. I love this manicure. It is easy, it is quick, and it is sexy as heck. Thanks for watching me, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.